Hey, what's up guys? Big E back with another action figure review. Today we're looking at another Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star series. This is Super Saiyan 3 Goku from series, what is this? Series 9/10. There's the graphic image on the side. It looks pretty cool if it can focus. There you go. And then on the back, there's the rest of the wave. So we got a split wave. They call this Series 9 and this one Series 10. So we did get Super Saiyan 4 Goku before with Frieza and Piccolo. I just reviewed Final Form Cell and Android 17, so check those out. And now on the final figure is Goku. No Build-A-Figure this wave at all, so let's get right into it. If you guys want to see something funny, you see how the back hair piece is separated from the figure, but you can kind of see the hair there. They actually printed it on the box, so while he's displayed in the box, you can still see the hair. So straight out of the box, this is how he looks without the extra piece attached to him. So he looks funny, of course. His legs are a little loose on my figure, though. So there's that. Same thing was, there was an issue with that with my Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well, with the loose leg. So in terms of accessories, we get our pair of fists on the figure right now. We get our standard open hands that every figure gets in this line, and then we get an instant transmission hand there, and that is all. Of course, if you want to count the hair piece, that is a separate piece, and there it is. And just like every Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he's very back heavy, so obviously you see him leaning forward. He can't stand up at all. If you want to get him looking straight forward, it's not going to happen with this figure. He just doesn't hold the weight. It's just off balance, and the only way he can hold the weight is if you lean him crazy forward like this, and that way you really can't get him to look forward or up. So there's that. But in terms of how it looks on him, it looks okay. You can kind of see it's weird here because it goes straight down. It's like almost flat. But the sculpt is not bad. It's okay. The paint's good too. It's funny, we almost have like a mustard color on the gi, which is funny because the first figure Super Saiyan 3 Goku had that mustard color. It was worse than this, so that became one of the uglier looking SH figures until they updated it with the new 2.0 Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But the colors are very similar to that. Alright, so when it comes to his articulation, first of all, you can see his face. It's not bad either. The face sculpt looks okay. The hair is kind of warped here. You see how it's bent at the point there. But the overall looks okay. There's a closer look at the hair. Anyway, so the head's not really going to move left and right, because if you do, it's going to pop off. Yep, you guessed it right. So, it will pop off when you turn the head. It won't pop off by itself. Like, it's not loose. It holds a tight, hold there. But when you move the head left and right, it's not going to stay on. Of course, looking up's impossible. Looking down is impossible too. I mean, you can do that better because you can lean the whole entire body forward and he can look down. But that's about it. The arms are going to go forward and back, in and out. There is a bicep swivel, double joint to the elbows with a swivel at the wrist with a hinge. No diaphragm or ab crunch or anything like that. We get the waist swivel forward and back, and it's on a ball joint, and it does pop off if you go too far. The legs are going to kick forward at an angle. Unfortunately, I don't like that. And it's, kind of wacky. It's the wacky legs they've been using for the entire line. There it goes, popped off again. There's a thigh swivel, but you really can't use it. It's not going to do you any good. It will pop off, though, if you keep doing it. There's a double jointed knee that only bends at a 90-degree angle. And then the ankle doesn't really hinge forward. It swivels left and right, and it doesn't really pivot either. It's a little slight pivot. That's it. Alright, so here's a look at the Dragon Stars version next to the Bandai Tamashii SH Figuarts on the right side here. And one thing I noticed, first of all, just in this figure alone, the hand is actually a different skin tone than the arm, so it's off. It's not matching, which is kind of weird. But anyways, compared to this is the 2.0 version, not the ugly colored original release. We're not going to look at that one. But in terms of the new one, you can see the difference there. Like I said, I mean, look at the face on Dragon Stars. Not too bad for Dragon Stars. It still looks good. It really does look good. It's different, of course. The figures is looking to the side. They have different facial expressions. There's one where he looks forward and all that. That's with figures who always have all those options. But for a basic figure, for a basic 20 bucks. It's not too bad for Dragon Star. It's going to be a little nice to them here. I still think they should give us alternate heads and maybe effects, but if we're getting into that territory of it, then we might as well just get a figure arts version, right? Anyways, here I love this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. First of all, this can hold the weight of the hair. You can I have it posed all the way back right now, and he is standing. A slight lean forward. It's not excessive like the Dragon Stars one. He can still stand up good. Of course, he will fall back if he is standing 100% straight. So that's with any Super Saiyan 3 Goku, to be honest. So there's a full body shot of them two there. And there you have it. There's your comparison. Actually, let's turn them to the side so you can kind of see that hair difference. Huge difference, of course. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it's no competition. But for a great value version of it, if you want to say a cheaper version, it's not too bad, I guess. Next to the Android 17 that also came in this wave, there he is. I was a little rough or tough on this figure when I reviewed it. To be completely honest, for 20 bucks for a cheaper figure, it's not too bad. I'm not going back on what I said on the figure. I still think they should do better work, but yeah, definitely if you want a figure for your kid or you know, yeah, for your kid. That's all I can say, because if you're an adult collector, get the figure arts version, man. I know, figure arts version is very, very expensive right now. So if you just want to have Android 17 in your collection somehow, then yeah, pick up this figure. It's not too bad. It's just not going to stand well or compare well with figure arts figures next to him. Here is the Cell, Perfect Cell from the same wave too, looking pretty good too. Next to Goku, I think the height's pretty nice. There he is next to the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the same wave. Another decent figure. And then my favorite one is, of course, the first form Frieza that came in the first half of the wave. It's the best figure they've made so far in this line for sure. And there he is. So definitely this whole wave, I'm counting the first half with Frieza and Piccolo and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This is their best work so far, you know. It's the best wave, I should say, out of all the waves they put out. I'm not exactly happy with the line, but it is getting better for sure. There goes Frieza. Frieza also a little back heavy too because of the tail. But yeah, compared to the first couple waves, I think they're improving little by little. And who knows where they'll be in a couple years. Hopefully they improve more. It's a nice little line for a cheaper alternative if they can actually improve on what they started here. So definitely this wave is a step into the right direction. These figures are hard to pose as it is, and especially with a back heavy piece like this hair, it's gonna be nearly impossible. You can't turn the head either because the piece will fall out. So if you want to get him into a Kamehameha wave pose, not only is it gonna be difficult to balance him and pose him with his knees bent and get him to look decent, but to turn the head too, it's just not gonna happen. So it's either this or just a regular vanilla pose without instant transmitting, just normal standing up, leaning forward a little bit. It's probably the best you can do, and that's unfortunate. So anyways, that is it for the review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, have a great day. Bye.